Hey, this is Preston Hardy. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to video number 4 in the How to Lose Weight and Keep It Off series. In video 3, we talked about why it is not necessary to exercise to lose weight. But we talked about important reasons, of course, why we should exercise. In this video, we're going to talk about the best exercises to incorporate to help you lose weight. This is kind of tricky because I don't want you to think of exercising as the main thing that's going to help you. As we discussed in the last video, the single most important thing is the calorie deficit, is number one. To put yourself in a calorie deficit for a consistent amount of time, that is absolutely key. I don't care what else you do. If you do not do that, you are not going to have success. So there's some exercising we can do to help us burn extra calories. And as long as we don't, let's say I burn 400 calories in some kind of a workout, as long as I don't add that back into my calorie goals and say, oh, well, I burned 400 calories, now I can add that, I have 400 extra calories I can eat. No, do not do this. It's hard enough for us to track consistently and stay close to our calorie goals. We often eat more than we think we do, even when we're tracking what we believe to be, when we're doing a great job tracking, we're still usually eating a little bit more. So what I always tell people is to round up your numbers, to be cautious as far as if you do anything, round up your numbers to where you're adding a few more calories than what you think you're eating, because you really probably are eating them. So thinking of exercise as something that's going to benefit you in the long term and just help you be healthy, not necessarily to lose weight. Exercise should be a habit in our life, just like taking a shower, brushing your teeth. I know every time that it's time for my monthly shower that I take, one shower a month. No, for real though, make it a part of your habit, just another part of your life that if you don't do it, you feel like something's off. If you don't do it, you're missing, you know that you're missing something. The energy that it gives you, the good feeling that it gives you, you just feel alive and healthy. Just like if you were to go on a camp out, and I've done this, for 2 or 3 days, and you are lazy about packing and you don't pack a toothbrush and all this stuff. Maybe you don't even have like running water and toiletries and whatnot. If you go for 2 or 3 days and don't brush your teeth, your mouth is gonna feel pretty horrible and pretty nasty. And that's the way the habit of exercise should become in your life, that if you miss it for very long, you really miss it and you feel like you're out of place. But don't think of it as the thing that's gonna cause you, don't rely on it alone. In other words, it is not the real reason you're gonna be losing weight. It's just gonna help you burn extra calories and speed up the process. So let's talk about the different exercises, and I'm gonna tell you different exercises that I've done in the past that have worked, but then I'm gonna give you at the end of this my opinion on what the best exercise is for weight loss. And in video 5, I'm gonna go into detail about why that is. So let's talk about the different exercises. So what would be the best exercise for you personally to do to become a habit, to put this into your life as a lifestyle and as a new habit that you form and developed? Well, that's something only you can answer. My answer for you is, what is it that you are more likely to do consistently? That's the thing that you need to think about. What do you enjoy doing? I personally am not really a runner, but I know in the past I signed up for a few 5Ks, and it was something fun to do. And if I had that goal set to run a 5K, then I would train. It gave me a goal to train for, a reason to be running. And I would run the 5K and not win or anything, but you know, I would have a decent time and as far as the time for me running it, and it would be fun to do. But for me to call myself a runner, am I running now like as an activity? No, I don't. The only thing I've realized is if somebody's chasing me and somebody's chasing you, all I have to do is run faster than you. It's that old story, like if there's a ghost chasing us, all I gotta do is run. I don't have to run faster than the ghost. I just have to run faster than you do. I digress. What are you more likely to do? Do you like to run? Do you like to do exercises in a gym? There's different things I've enjoyed: the rowing machine, the stair climber, the elliptical. These are all machines and exercises I've used in the past to help me lose weight and to help me burn off extra calories, and that did make me feel good. There's outdoor activities, or not necessarily outdoor, but there's activities. The gym I used to go to had an indoor basketball court. It also had an indoor swimming pool. So these are things that if you think of a gym, you don't really necessarily think of those. There's other gyms that have racquetball. You don't really think of those when you say the word, I'm going to the gym to work out. You don't really think of those as exercises because most gyms do not have those. The gym I go to now does not have those things, and that's okay. But my point is this: there are many ways we can get exercise. If it's summertime and you like swimming, if you're fortunate enough to have a pool in your backyard, you can get up in the morning and do laps, or do laps in the evening. Swimming could be great exercise for you. If you are a hiker, if you like to hike, in the early morning hours, you could get up and go hike in a park and take a walk and burn some calories hiking. You know, that's a great thing you could do on the weekend. There's many things like this, and I'm not here to tell you what to do. My point is to bring awareness to you that are you more consistent that you would hike often and find lots of different trails, and it's something you just love to do, and you get with friends and you get with a group and y'all just pick places to go hike, and that's what you're always doing. Well, that's great exercise. Bicycling, things like that. For you guys, is there something that you get together with the boys maybe on Tuesday night and y'all play basketball? I know some churches have some nights like that where they do volleyball and basketball. So those are some options. You've got YMCAs and things like that, or it could be just your bros. And you girls, it's the same way. Do you have a group of girls where y'all get together and do some Zumba? Don't think I can't Zumba. Actually, I can't Zumba. You could teach me, and I would be willing to learn. But anyway, that's another story. We'll form our America's Best Dance Crew later on. Hit me up in the email. That reminds me. Email me. The link is down below. Email me for coaching and also my audio book on fitness. And you can also email me if you would like to form a dance crew so that we could compete, kind of the style of the Jabberwockies on America's Best Dance Crew. My little sister is going to make fun of me about this part. Anyway, she knows I can outdance her. I digress. So, my point, like I said, is what can you be? Are you more consistent just going to the gym and doing some things in the gym on the machines there to get some extra cardio? There are lots of ways we can fit exercise in as a habit. If you get into martial arts for years and years, like I said in one of the last videos, I was into martial arts for years and years and trained, and that was fantastic exercise. So I'm not here, like I said, to tell you what to do. There are a couple of things I want to bring to your attention, though. Number one is, for men and women both, you need to be doing some kind of strength training. For men, I suggest lifting heavy things. Just lift heavy things. For women, it's kind of the same thing. You do less reps, more for toning. You women out there, trust me, you're not going to get big and bulky. You might say, well, I don't want to get too big or too, bulky. I don't want to look like a man. You're not going to unless you get on steroids. You would have to get on steroids to become too big, and it's really the same for you men. I've been lifting weights since I was around 25 and working out and exercising. And this is it. This is my natural physique. You don't want these anacondas to get a hold of you. But what I'm saying is I've never had to take any steroids. Excuse me there. This is Flex Friday. Yes, sir. Okay, enough. That's enough. But my point is, you don't have to worry about getting too big or bulky. Strength training for men can help your testosterone levels remain higher, and I can attest to that. And for you women, you want to be toned. When you lose your body fat and when you lose weight, when we talk about losing weight, our goal is to lose body fat. You don't really want to lose muscle. Because the thing is, you don't want to become what they call skinny fat, to where, yeah, you lost weight. And I know people have done that before. They've worked out, or not worked out, they've worked hard to lose weight, and they lose a ton of scale weight, and they don't realize that they're not really building their body at the same time that they're losing body fat. And there's a term called skinny fat, and they lose the body weight and they lose some body fat, of course, and they get down to a certain weight and they look skinnier, but their physique still isn't, it's not what they envisioned. It's not what they thought they were going to look at. They still don't look that great. I mean, they're skinnier and showing less weight on the scale, but they still don't have that toned physique. And I'm not talking about being ripped out like some kind of bodybuilder, but they still are not toned the way they would like to be. So that's why it's important to include strength training in your routine. For men, lifting heavy things, start out with a little bit lower reps and then work your way into a little bit higher reps. For women, some great ideas. I mean, for men too, men can do yoga too. Believe me, that's some strenuous stuff, and you will get toned doing that as well. But that's what you want to do is get toned and fit, whether you're a man or a woman. Now, I said in the beginning I was going to talk about, we've talked about some different exercises, and I was going to tell you what the best exercise for weight loss is. And this isn't known by a lot of people. So this is like some top secret information here that I'm going to share with you right now. The absolute best exercise, in my opinion, for losing weight is simply walking. Walking. Who would have imagined it? Who would have thought? I mean, you do have to walk a good bit more to burn a lot of calories. But what I want to remind you of is it's not necessarily about burning a ton of calories. I'm going to talk in the next video in detail about why walking, in my opinion, is the absolute #1 exercise for losing weight. I'm not the only one that thinks this. I'm not the only one that has experienced this. But I'm going to tell you in great detail about it in video number 5. Now, I want to ask you something. Are you sick and tired of looking in the damn mirror and being disappointed? Are you tired of pulling on your clothes or bending down to tie your shoes and feeling disappointed in yourself, looking at yourself in a picture and just hating pictures, hating it when people take pictures of you? Because we all know we do look a little bit heavier in pictures and on video. Are you tired of it? Are you tired of not having the physique or the body that you would like to have? Are you tired of walking around feeling like you're carrying an extra 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever it is? We're all created in different shapes and sizes, and that's the beauty of it. But are you living at your best? Are you taking what you've been given? Me, I've been given this incredible, no, just kidding. Are you taking what you've been given? Let me get back serious here, son. Get back serious here, girl. Are you taking what you've been given and living your best? Are you becoming your best of what God has given you, the body that you've been given? That's the question you need to ask yourself. If you're tired of not living up to your best, then continue watching this series, because you're going to learn how to lose weight and how to keep it off. And you're going to be armed with the information to be able to have success for it, not just temporarily, not just for a few months and then gain. You're not going to gain it all back if you'll follow this. But the question is, are you going to listen? If you've watched so far, then damn it, listen. Listen to what I'm saying and do it, because you will have success, I can promise you. So get off your ass and do something about it. And I'll see you in video number 5.